Well, as you can probably see from the title, it's pretty crazy, huh? So GameStop is actually accepting PlayStation 2s all of a sudden for trade-in credit. So it's only for trade-in credit, and the maximum that you can get when you trade in a PlayStation 2 is $25. And if you don't have everything, like the cables and the controller, you only can get a max of $20. So I'm going to read you guys the article. It's pretty stupid. And I don't think it's worth trading in a PlayStation 2. Like, honestly, why now? Why are they trying to accept, like, a PlayStation 2? I might go a little bit for this because I don't even want to say that word, but I don't really like GameStop too much, you know. And I used to get my games from a place called Hollywood Video, aka basically Game Crazy. And I have one of the games here. I'm trying to find the game where I put them. They're in my drawer. I don't know where I put them. Here they are. I meant to grab these before I started the video, but here's the game tag for Game Crazy right quick, because I'm going to read the article in a minute. So here it is. This is a game I played on my channel recently, Shinobi. This was from Game Crazy. Look at this. You probably can see it. There it is. See, Game Crazy as it loses focus. Let's get it closer. So you can probably kind of see it. Back it off a little bit. There it is. It's much better. See, more for trade-in is guaranteed. See, this was the store I used to always get my games when I had my GameCube, and I still have it right here and stuff like that. And you know, my first two PlayStation 2 games that I got from my PS2, and I still managed to hold on to it, was Final Fantasy X for the PlayStation 2, the original version. I know they made like an HD version, you know, an HD remaster for this, and I guess I just heard about another remaster coming out with having a release date, but I don't know. Are they making two remaster versions of this game? But I love the original version the most. And this was my very first Final Fantasy game I ever played. And then my second game that I got from PS2 was Crash Red for Cortex. And then I managed to hold on to these games. So I just don't think it's worth it. You know, it's pretty stupid. So I'm about to go ahead and get to the article and just talk about my thoughts right after. Because who in the hell would just take this offer, and like, why is GameStop all of a sudden accepting like PS2s when they don't even accept like other, you know, games? You know, Nintendo GameCube or Nintendo 64. I still got my Sega Genesis, my GameCube right behind me. I wanted to show off. I still got this system. I got the GameCube still that I held on, even though I still have my Wii, and I know I can play GameCube games on the Wii, but I still managed to hold on to my GameCube because I love playing, going back to play those classic games. I love playing classic games, old games and stuff like that. I know I didn't play all of them, and I would love to play like more of those classic games on my channel because I love the older games from way back then, and some of them that I missed out on I always wanted to play and stuff like that. But I'm going to go ahead and read the article and see what they said. Just tell you what it says. GameStop will once again accept your PS2 for trade. If you have a PlayStation 2 kicking around your house, you can once again turn it into credit at GameStop. As of Sunday, March 1st, GameStop opens its arms to receive your PS2 in exchange for a $25 in-store credit. If the system has a power cord, an AV cable, and a controller, you can bring it to your local store and then turn around and use the credit to spend as you see fit. If you have just the console without any accessories, GameStop will give you $20 in credit, just like I was saying, which seems like a better deal. None of these are a better deal. This is an insult. This is just ridiculous. It's not even a deal. Which seems like a better deal since DualShock 2 controllers are selling on eBay at anywhere from $5 to $20 US dollars. GameStop confirmed the news with us earlier, but it didn't tell us why the sudden re-interest in the best-selling video game console of all time. Wouldn't that tell you something? Don't you think this PlayStation 2 should be sold, you know, should be received, you know, it should be worth more than just $25 and fucking 25, you know, trade-in credit. Like, this pisses me off. This is really stupid. But anyway, as I left off, still $25 is $25. And if you aren't using your PS2 anyway, why not get rid of it? Well, some people are playing different well, I'll answer that. Well, I was playing it a couple days ago. Sometimes I play GameCube. And Yeah, and I play other games. If I'm not on my PS3, I play my Nintendo GameCube, or I'll play my PS2, or I'll boot up my Nintendo 64, which I recently been playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, which I never got a chance to play because I didn't play all the Zelda games. Or I can boot up my Sega Genesis, or I'm playing my 3DS, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, but anyway, just continuing here. It says there hasn't been a game released for the system since Pro Evolution Soccer 2014 came out in September of 2013. Seems like a whole different age, doesn't it? So it says might we recommend pre-order if I get. Oh, that's just another. That's basically it, and then that was just the comments. But this is really ridiculous. Now I don't ever want to forget. So here's the example. So I got okay. The controller's right here behind me. So if I was just to trade this in, I would just get $20 maximum. So just the power cord and everything. But I got like the AV cables and everything attached here. So I would get like maximum store credit. I would get maximum store credit because I have the AV cables and I have the PS2 with the controller. Not the my water bottle, but I would get maximum store credit, and I'll only get $25 for this. I think I deserve more than this, you know, more than just $25. Don't you think? I'm sure everyone out there just disagrees with GameStop and their silly little, all of a sudden just surprise coming out with the news of trying to accept PS2s. Why this? Why now? And why just the PlayStation 2? What makes them so interested in the PlayStation 2 consoles? Like, I just think that, you know, and watch, if I was just to try treat it like a game, like for the PS2, if I was to trade in like some of these other games, like I just got a chance to play this. Like, since they're not making another Crash Bandicoot game, I don't think they will. I'm hoping to hear this year at E3, but I got this as a gift, Crash Mind Over Mutant, and I just finished this game. This was the only Crash game I never got to, you know, play from start to finish, and the only one I have to play now is Crash of the Titans. That's for PS2. Like, you can't even play these other games on these other systems and stuff like that. They're only available for PS2 and some of these other games. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, how crazy can you get? Like, it's just the stupidest shit I ever heard. Like, I saw this last night. I just had to talk about it. So I just think it's not worth it. You know, I'm gonna hold on to these consoles like the PlayStation 2 and my GameCube and everything. My Nintendo 64 I got right there. My Wii, even though the Wii U's out and stuff, I'm still gonna hold on to these systems. You know, I think they're worth a lot more than what what they're giving and what they're gonna accept. $25 for this console. This is one of the greatest consoles to ever come out, as the article said, which is true. I mean, they got a lot of games and stuff, all these classic games and everything I missed out on. I'm sure I didn't play all of them. Like, my favorite PS2 games that I ever played was Ralph Cortez Final Fantasy X, which was one of my favorite RPG games I ever picked up and played for the first time, hands-on. Jack and Daxter, that's when I first played I got into the Jack and Daxter series. Sly Cooper. I still got some of those Sly Cooper games. I got Sly 2 Band of Thieves and Sly Cooper the Thief and the Thievius Raccoonist. I still got those games. I know they made like an HD remaster for those games, but they didn't make all these remaster games for all these classic PS2 games. There's no way in hell they actually did that. You know, they only did like Final Fantasy X, Sly, you know, the Sly collection, the Jack collection, and then they got the Final Fantasy collection, you know, Final Fantasy X and 10-2 HD remaster, and that's it. I don't think they have any others. They didn't come out and make no new Crash games and stuff. Some of those games you could download on emulator, you know, from back then for the PS1, but it's better just to play them on the original system. And I just will never ever trade in my PS2 game. You know, my PS2 games are. And my question is, if they're taking, you know, if they're gonna take a PlayStation 2, if they're gonna accept the trade-ins for PlayStation 2 for PlayStation 2 consoles, are they gonna accept PlayStation 2 games and stuff? How much would you get for PlayStation 2 games? You probably get like $2 for. You probably get like $2 for the, like, PS2 games, which is dumb. Like, come on, man. I just think that if they were gonna come out with, like, you know, all of a sudden start accepting PlayStation 2 consoles, I think it should be worth more than just $25 in credit. That's just like an insult, and that's just not a good deal. And that's something that you will probably get, like the maximum profit that you would probably get when you trade in like a game, like Like I had Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I'm trying to finish that game. I'm on a Delta episode. I wanted to start that and making videos for that. If I trade that in, that's going to be about basically the amount I'm going to get off that 3DS game alone if I trade it in. So, that's just like the maximum profit that you would get basically off of any other game, from, a couple months ago and stuff like that. So it's just not a good deal to me. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's dumb. I think it's not worth it. And I think everyone should hold on to their PS2 games so you guys can go back and, relive some of those memories and stuff like that. And Dragon Quest, I wanted to play Dragon Quest. I never got a chance to play the Dragon Quest 8 or something like that. I think it is Dragon Quest 8 on the PS2. I want to play that. I want to get that game and play on my PS2. I never got a chance to really play on those Dragon Quest games. I see, that's just like the perfect example. Like if I traded my PS2, I won't be able to play like Dragon Quest 8 and all these other good games and stuff like that. I think that it has lots of good games out there that you guys can still play. That's available to play. I think everyone should hold on to their PS2 consoles. I don't think anyone should, buy into this, this bullshit and this silly ass deal. And it pisses me off. And this is why I used to love going to other stores, to get my games. Because I used to go to Blockbuster. If I wanted to rent my games, I can go to Blockbuster and stuff. But now in my area, it's only GameStop, because I used to go to, EB Games, Funko Land, and then as I showed you guys in the video, Hollywood Video, aka Game Crazy, that I just showed you off the Shinobi game. That was the main store I was always going to get all my games. And that's how I got like games like Beautiful Joe for the GameCube, Mario Kart Double Dash, and stuff like that. That's where I used to get all my games and stuff. Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door and everything. Just a couple of games that I got. I remember getting from there. And then they went out of business and stuff like that. And then I was just forced to turn to GameStop. Their trading deals suck. I just don't like their tradings and stuff like that. And that's why I hate trading in games there, because you don't even get as much as you would bargain for and stuff, and as much as that you would expect to get. And then you turn around, trading a game like what? Let me see. I'm trying to think. It's a game. It's Zelda Majora's Mask. I got Zelda Majora's Mask. I got this recently, because I'm about to get rid of it in the video anyway. But I got this recently, and I'm about to start continuing to play this. But if I trade this in, I'm probably going to get like $30. I would have to look on the GameStop app. But you can look on the GameStop app to see how much you would actually get for the game, instead of just going up there, trading the game and being all surprised at what you would get for the in-store credit, or whether you want to get trading in for credit or cash or something like that. I wouldn't get as much as as they would sell it. I would get like maybe $30, and then I would try to turn around, maybe $20 or something like that. It's probably like $29 now or something like that, maybe in between. But once I trade this in, I'll trade it in and get like 20 something, maybe like $29 or something, and then I'll turn around and see it on the shelf. It'll be like almost $40 or something like that. You still be worth $42. I don't even think the price went down for this, because it's still brand new, so you wouldn't get as much. So that's just an example of just how shitty their deals are. I just never agreed with their trade-ins. I think their trade-ins suck. I thought they were gonna get better over time, but they're just the same. I don't even know. I don't even like trading in games there and stuff like that, because it seemed like to get like a better deal, you trade in your whole little game collection of whole inventory of games that you got to get like an actual maximum profit, to get like $40 to $50 at least. Because you won't even get that much. You have to get, trading in a couple, several games, almost your whole entire game collection, just to get like a decent profit to get what you want. And it's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty fucked up. I got to get rid of my whole game collection so I can get like a game that I want to get. It's stupid, and I just never would agree with that. And I just wanted to really talk about it because I don't really like GameStop and their deals. And I think that this is not worth like trading in. A PS2 is not worth trading in. To GameStop. It's really stupid, and I would just recommend that everyone, if you have one, if you still held on to your PS2, your PlayStation 2 consoles, like I did, I would keep it. And if you didn't get a chance to play great games like Dragon Quest and all that kind of stuff, something that I want to really play and stuff, interested in playing, I would suggest like keeping it, never trading in, and maybe it'll be worth something, in the future. And I think it's worth a hell of a lot more than, just $25 in store credit and a maximum worth of $20, which is pretty just the stupidest thing ever. But that's it. I just wanted to talk about it. So I just saw the article and I just had to make a quick video about it. And for some of you guys that have been watching some of the vlogs that I made in a couple past days, I wanted to mention this real quick. I have a playlist for them. My Pablo Gaming Vlogs is the playlist where all my vlogs and stuff like that are in, because I organized my own playlist a while back with all my videos and threw them in there with my vlogs, and then I have a separate playlist for channel updates and everything like that. So if you miss them, you can always go back and watch them and go to my vlogs playlist, and you guys you can watch them. You guys can watch the videos that you missed. So that's all I wanted to really talk about for now. So that's it. GameStop sucks.